Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here today to celebrate the wonderful accomplishment of all of these students. At this time, I would like to welcome the Laredo Independent School District Board of Trustees, Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Sylvia G. Rios, honored guests, parents, Hector J. Garcia Early College High School faculty, staff, and graduating seniors. I, Mrs. Margarita Tawada, Principal of Hector J. Garcia Early College High School, would like to welcome you to our commencement ceremony. At this time, I ask that you please stand for the presentation of colors by the Dr. Leonidas G. Cigarroa High School JROTC Color Guard under the direction of Sergeant Gilbert Gonzalez. Please remain standing for the national anthem, the Pledge of Allegiance, and the Texas Pledge that will be recited by our Salutatorian Leonidas Cigarroa.
Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Time to recite the Texas Pledge. Under the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you. Please be seated. Welcome. We are gathered here to celebrate our students' distinguished accomplishments. It is our desire to do so in a dignified manner for the benefit of everyone. Please place cell phones on silent mode and be considerate of others around you. Ladies and gentlemen, before us, we have the Hector J. Garcia Early College High School Class of 2021. Please give them a big round of applause. Thank you. It is an honor and pleasure to introduce those individuals who worked diligently to ensure that every Laredo Independent School District student is provided with the best possible opportunities for success. Our distinguished platform guests are President of the Board of Trustees, District 6, the Honorable Hector J. Garcia. Vice President of the Board of Trustees, District 3, the Honorable Hector J. Noyola. Parliamentarian of the Board of Trustees, District 5, the Honorable Dr. Minita Ramirez. And District 2 Trustee, the Honorable Guadalupe Gomez. Serving as our district's instructional leader and superintendent for the Laredo Independent School District, Dr. Sylvia G. Rios. Also joining us on the platform up there, joining us is our distinguished U.S. Congressman for the 28th Congressional District and a product of Laredo Independent School District, the Honorable Dr. Henry Cuellar. At this time, I would like to introduce the Superintendent's Cabinet. They are sitting up there on the platform. Welcome. We begin with Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum, Instruction, and Assessment, Dr. Gerardo Cruz. Assistant Superintendent for Human Resources, Dr. Roberta Ramirez. Assistant Superintendent for Administration, Compliance, and School Safety, Mr. Oscar Perez. Assistant Superintendent for Student Services, Ms. Elba Margarita Martinez. Assistant Superintendent for Finance and Business Services, Ms. Flor Ayala Delgado. Assistant Superintendent for Technology Services, Mr. Ambrosio Gomez. Assistant Superintendent for Plant, Facility, and Support Services, Mr. Ángel Velázquez. Executive Director for Communications and Community Relations, Ms. Verónica Castillón. Also joining us, if you're here, the Director of Secondary Education, Mr. José Cerda. Director of Guidance and Counseling, Ms. Rosina Silva. Also, we are honored to have from Texas A&M International University, the University President, Dr. Pablo Arenas. And Dean of the College of Education, Dr. James O'Mara. We're also honored to have present with us today the parents of the Mighty Phoenix class of 2021. Please stand and be recognized when I call your name. Ms. Veronica Paquiano is the proud mother of our Phoenix valedictorian, Silvana Y. Paquiano. Dr. Carlos and Melissa Cigarroa are the proud parents of our Phoenix salutatorian, Leonides Cigarroa. I would also like to recognize the following two individuals. The Hector J. Garcia Senior Counselor, Mrs. Marla Carrillo Alanis. And someone that worked very hard for you this year, your senior class sponsor, Mr. Dagoberto Guerrero. Next, I also want to recognize our faculty, staff of the Mighty Phoenix Garcia Early College High School. Teachers and staff, please stand and be recognized. Students. Thank you for all your work. It takes a lot of people to guide students and to guide children. So I do want to ask that the class of 2021 join me in recognizing your parents and family members in appreciation of their love and support throughout your education. Parents and family members, please stand and be recognized. Padres de familia, amigos, por favor párense para reconocerlos por el esfuerzo de haber llegado a sus niños hasta esta etapa. Felicidades. Thank you. Now it is my pleasure to call to the podium the newest member of the Laredo ISD Board of Trustees. Please help me give a Garcia Early College welcome to the Honorable Guadalupe Gomez.
Thank you, thank you. Good evening, everyone. I would like to congratulate graduates and families. It is with great honor to be able to join you all today. Tonight's keynote address will be given by the President of the LISD Board of Trustees, the Honorable Hector Tito Garcia, for whom your school is named. In case you haven't had the pleasure of meeting Mr. Garcia, let me tell you a little bit about him. Mr. Garcia is a product of Laredo ISD schools, having graduated from Nixon High School in 1981. He has served the citizens of Laredo in various capacities. He has been an educator, a city councilman, and a member of several significant community organizations such as Border Olympics and the Laredo Main Street Association. And now he is serving his third term as president of the LISD Board of Trustees and beginning his 12th year as a board member. And you have never seen a more committed, more passionate elected official who is always looking out for the best interests of our students. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the president of the board, Hector Tito Garcia.
Thank you very much for that introduction. We have a lot in common. He's the youngest board member we have. When I first joined the Board of Trustees of LISD 12 years ago, I was 2, the youngest of the 7 board members that sat on LISD. But the difference is he's 20-some, I was 40-some. So there was a big difference there. But the passion that he has for our district, the passion he has for our kids are unbelievable. I do want to thank the president, Pablo Arenas, for giving us the opportunity not only to have our graduation here, but to partner up with LISD many years ago, the university, for our program. I'm extremely proud of the school that takes my name, Hector J. Garcia. Thank you. But as I come up to talk to you, I do want to thank all the teachers, our administration, your principal, Ms. Tawada, that came from one of our schools. She was our principal at Lamar Middle School, and she decided to retire or to be moved if she wanted to go somewhere else. Well, we convinced her that this is the place she needed to be after a year, and she took it, and she's run with it ever since. Thank you very much for your leadership. Guys, as I stand here, I don't want to give you a traditional speech, thank you, yes, yeah, you're going. I don't want to do that. I want to talk to you about something that I believe is important to me, is what we learned during the pandemic. What did we all learn? I know personally, I learned that, you know what, friends are friends. People that you love, you got to love more. People that you liked, either liked you or didn't like you, but you found out a lot about the characters of a lot of people during this. We learned that when we walked or anywhere we went, we looked around us. Not to judge people, but to see what's actually going on. Is this person contaminated? Is he not contaminated? Everything you heard on TV is like, oh wow. You got to be very careful everywhere you went. I didn't attend any graduations last year. First one I missed for the same thing. I was protecting myself, and I was protecting the people around me. We learned a lot. We learned that we're going to love our mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, aunts, uncles, whoever was at home. You might have not agreed all the time. You might have got frustrated. But at the end of the day, they were there for you. We learned to appreciate, and listen to this, appreciate our teachers and our administration. Because a lot of you and more in the elementary and middle school, parents had to become teachers at home. And it wasn't easy. I know a lot of people within my office, I let them bring their kids to school so we can see what we could do to help. But it was a challenge for everybody, every single person. We lost friends, we lost parents, we lost grandparents, we lost administration, we lost some teachers, we lost students. We learned to pray more and hope for the best of everybody. We learned that toilet paper was never going to run out. That was just, people panicking. But we were concerned. We made some decision as a board that, we got criticized, and we're here to do that. We got criticized because we said we were not going to do certain things. We said that we were going to be strict on everything for a reason, so you all were safe. But for more, when you went home, your parents were safe. Your grandparents were safe. Your uncles, your aunts, and everybody. We did that for that reason. And I had calls. I'm sure the rest of the board members had the same calls. That why are we doing this? Well, at the end of the day, it's a decision that we make, and I think it's a decision for everybody. It was a long, long haul. I started walking and said, what, might as well do something. Lost about 25 pounds doing all this. But I walked and I thought every day, what am I going to do? How am I going to protect my employees? Because I have 160 some employees. How am I going to protect them? How am I going to deal with parents that are upset? How am I going to deal with a budget? How are we going to deal with teachers not wanting to come back, students not wanting to come back, parents not wanting to come back? All of this, and I'm thinking to myself, 12 years of this is a lot. Why am I doing this? I don't get paid. I know the superintendent has to do it, but she gets paid. And she does it for more than that. Teachers the same way, but we don't. And as I thought about this, I'd walk at one of our schools, and I saw a young man that jogged almost every time I was out there. Energized and always laughing, and when he would say hi, good. And one day I stopped and I go, hey, you look familiar. And he said, well, I don't really know you. I said, where do you go to school? He said, guess what? I go to the early college, Hector Garcia early college. I go, wow, I'm actually Hector Garcia. He goes, really? And we started a conversation. And during this conversation, this young man told me what the school and what your teacher did for him, and what his goals were, and where he wanted to be. And he had everything planned out. He also told me that what he liked and what he didn't like. He told me that, he liked to be a clown, but I told him, don't be too much of a clown because people won't respect you for that. When I actually read his bio, because he's also somebody I gave a scholarship to, I learned that exactly what he was telling me was exactly what he wrote. And he told me he wanted to do this and this and this and this and this. And in one of our walks, I said, well, don't try to do everything. Do 2 or 3 things and do them right, because people will respect you for that. Don't hate people, because eventually you're going to need those people. But follow your dream. He told me he loved his parents, and his biggest thing is his sisters were coming down. He's getting ready. He's getting ready for the big day. But he made me realize something, that it doesn't matter if we're doing it for a reason, but I figured that was the reason I'm doing this. I felt that if we can reach this one young kid with wanting to tackle the world, that means that we're doing that to every student in our district. And it brought a smile to my face, and I said, wow, this is what it's all about. And after that, I was blown away. I talked to the superintendent about it. I said, wow, now I know why I do it. Now I know why I wake up every morning and I deal with this, because we're getting to all of you. And then to finish it off, Tuesday, we attended for the first time the Joe Valdez Award. It's one of our schools for the kids that struggle. From this class to that class, these kids dropped out. These kids have several problems, but they were there. and the faculty and staff that deals with these kids. It's not like you all. You get up, you go to school, and some of you have little issues, but you don't have close to the issues that these kids have. And they also are going to finish. And I was telling Lupillo that was studying, this is what it's all about. That we reached the kids, we gave them a goal, we hope for the best, and all we can do is pray for them. Thank you for having me. Thank you, parents, for supporting your kids, supporting our teachers. Thank you, Mrs. Rios, for everything that you've done for our school district. And God bless all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Garcia, for your message. Now, it is a big honor to have our United States representative joining us here today. As the son of 2 migrant parents, Dr. Henry Cuellar has served as state representative, Texas Secretary of State, and now a U.S. Congressman. As chair of the Texas House Appropriations Subcommittees on Education, he worked with colleagues to build a seamless pre-K through grade 16 education. He also worked to better fund teacher pay raises, teacher health insurance, and retirement benefits. And for the first time, construction of school facilities. Dr. Cuellar authored the most significant financial aid program in Texas history, the Texas Grant that allows children of working families to earn a college degree. Congressman Cuellar's top priorities are education, healthcare, jobs, and homeland security. Dr. Cuellar has many recognitions, but his greatest honor is having a public elementary school named after him, the Dr. Henry Cuellar Elementary, and also a law enforcement building at the Laredo College. Dr. Cuellar holds 5 advanced degrees, earning him the title of most degreed member of Congress. He also holds a 3rd degree black belt in karate. Dr. Cuellar is married to Imelda Cuellar, and they have 2 children, Cristina and Catherine Cuellar. Please join me in welcoming the Honorable Dr. Henry Cuellar, U.S. Congressman.
Margarita, thank you so much for that kind introduction. Mr. President of Tamiu, it's a pleasure to have us here at this beautiful campus. Certainly to the superintendent, I give you my best. And certainly to the principal and to the school board of trustees, I want to say one thing. Think about the experiment that y'all started some years ago when you said we're going to get Tamiu and LISD to put a early college high school. And think about the experience, the experiment that y'all started, and look at what you have here today. Congratulations to all of y'all on that. One of the best across the nation also. So to all of y'all, I say thank you for allowing me to be here with you. To the educators, especially to the school board of trustees, as your president said a few minutes ago, it's been a very difficult year. We don't see things like this except every 100 years. I think the last time we saw it was 102 years ago. But they persevere. And with the $125 million that we have sent down from the federal government, they're going to use that money, the school board is going to use that money to make sure that it will be safe to bring the kids back in school this coming fall, and this is what we want to have. To the parents, let me say this. Your children are a reflection of what you have done. And what we see here today is a reflection of a lot of work, a lot of worrying, and again, I say thank you and God bless you. And to the students, let me say this. It doesn't matter if your father has a PhD or MD or whatever the case might be. Just keep in mind that no matter what the educational level your parents have, they are your best teachers that you're going to have. They're the first teachers that will teach you what's right and wrong. There will be the ones that will take you off to school so they can work with the formal education. And at the end of the day, I'm talking about after graduation, they will also be your teachers, because you'll go back and say, Mom, Dad, what do I do here? And it happens, and it is important to know this. But let me say to the parents, I say this, and I'll use myself as an example. And I see the Cigarroas, my dear friends of mine. My father and mother went only to 1, 2, 3 years of education. In those days, you would put out the kids to go work in the piscas. The more hands you had, the more money you made. That was it. In fact, as I see the Cigarroas here, my father was a gardener to your father, and both to Joaquin and to Leo. And again, we learn from my parents, and it doesn't matter the education they have, because sometimes the best education you have is from the most humble person that you have there, and it's the parents. From my parents, just like from your parents, you probably learned the importance of education and how to work hard, and if you're able to apply that, then you can sit here and graduate here like we have. So to all the parents, Mama and Papa, thank you so much what you have done. To the graduates, I'll say this. We're here to celebrate and honor you here today, and I talked to both the Salutatorian and the Valedictorian, and to some of y'all. Let me say this. You all come from all walks of life. Each of you has a very unique story. Some of y'all might be a first-generation American like myself. Some of y'all might be the first in your family to attend high school. But let me tell you, you have overcome. And as Tito said a few minutes ago, the president said a few minutes ago, COVID-19 was difficult. It was difficult. And I know all of y'all went through very difficult times. It was different. It was so different. It happened so fast. It closed the economy, and we've seen what happened. But look at what you did through this last year. You persevere, and in the face of adversity, you displayed strength and grace. This is what the students have done and the parents. And even though we practice this social distance and wear the mask, it got us closer as family members and as a community, even though we were practicing social distancing. It showed us what we can do as a community. It showed us what we can do as a family, and we are closer now, and this is why Laredo is strong. And I think the former President Obama said it best. Your generation is graduating in the world that faces probably more profound challenges than any generation in the last 20, 30, 40 years, maybe even longer than that. But you were able to persevere. Your determination and hard work got you here. And if you look at it, look at what your class has done. It is an amazing class. And this class of 2021 has no limits. You are strong, you're brave, and because of your teachers, your family, your friends, you have accomplished a lot. Fight for change. Debate, make sure you're able to get into this civil debate, but do it in a civil way. Learn how to fail, but learn how to get up fast. Learn how to get up fast even if you fail. But most importantly, I want you to learn just one thing. No matter if you go to Harvard or where you might be going up, it doesn't matter where you go. Always keep in mind one thing. Laredo is always your home. So no matter where you go, if you start a family or a business somewhere else, always find Laredo as a home, and always come back to your family when you need help or some guidance. So to all of y'all, just keep the words of Mark Twain when he said, "Thunder is impressive, but it is lightning that does the real work." What did he mean by that? Some people will talk and talk and talk, but there are some people that will roll up their sleeves and do the hard work. And because of what you've done, graduating most of y'all with college hours and going off to all the best schools, started off here at Tamiu, Harvard, UT, A&M, you all have not only done the talk, but you have done the walk. And because of that, I say congratulations, God bless you, and God bless the United States of America.
Thank you, Dr. Henry Cuellar. It is my pleasure and honor to introduce Laredo ISD Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Sylvia G. Rios. She will share a few words with the class of 2021 graduates and their families.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Members of the LISD Board of Trustees, honored guests, parents and families, and soon-to-be official graduates of the Garcia Early College High School. It is indeed a pleasure and a privilege to be able to stand here and address you. We've already had a couple of talks. Advisory Council, are you around? All right. So, de parte de nuestra mesa directiva escolar de LISD, les ofrezco un saludo muy sincero y de todo corazón. Bienvenidos a todos que nos acompañan para celebrar esta gran ocasión y nuestros alumnos. Hoy estos jóvenes embarcarán en un camino distinto, hacia un futuro que se formará con el tiempo por sus esfuerzos y por los suyos. Los felicitamos y les deseamos un futuro bendecido con mucho amor, salud y prosperidad. I know that by now you're thinking, oh my God, another speech. So let's practice rolling eyes. Everybody roll your eyes. Okay. But I can't let today go without humbly requesting a moment of silence for all who are coping with the loss of loved ones during the pandemic. In much the same way, I ask that we honor the memory of those for whom we grieve in our own LISD family, including former Superintendent Dr. Marcus Nelson. May we find comfort and healing in the good works that all of these individuals performed on behalf of you, of our students, our staff, and our schools. Ladies and gentlemen, as we begin our celebration tonight, and it is a celebration, I know that all of you already planned a party, you planned a dinner, you planned something, I'm pretty sure, because today you are the guests of honor. So I do want to join in thanking everyone in this room and everyone who cannot be here tonight for assisting the graduates of this beautiful school to be here today in that seat with dreams waiting for them. So please accept our thanks for all of the work that has been done for you on your behalf. I would like to also offer a special thanks to the teachers and the administrators of this school, to the support staff, and our Board of Trustees. Everyone who has spoken here today has spoken about this experiment that was or is Garcia Early College High School. That experiment has grown into this beautiful school, but not only here. Laredo ISD has more schools like this one. We can talk about the Dennis D. Cantu Early College High School, who this year, as an early college high school, not as a magnet school, was able to graduate 45 students with an associate's degree before they walk that graduation line in a couple of days. A nice round of applause for that school, that set of students, those parents, and those teachers. I also want to tell you that Sabas Perez is going to be graduating some dental hygienists. On top of that, we do have the early college high school at Nixon High School. It is called the Business, Industry, and Professional Services Early College. In 2 years, we will see students graduating in those career pathways. They will be the next teachers. They will serve us publicly in many capacities. They will maybe be the next Dr. Cuellar. But they will be part of the initiative that Laredo ISD has undertaken to put early college or the opportunity to open the doors to early college at every single one of our high schools. And that is something to be proud of, because we have an early college high school at every single high school. In fact, Cigarroa has 2 early college high schools. Yes, without a doubt, this school year has been like no other. You're probably going to think back to last year, when maybe you came back from spring break and it was extended forever, it seemed. So I know that we have been able, as a school district, and you, as a set of students, you've been able to accomplish new heights regardless of what stood in front of you. You did it. You were there with someone to support you. You managed to achieve. And that is a testament to your perseverance, to your persistence, to everything that it takes, to the guts to make it happen. Thank you. Thank you for representing Laredo ISD in that way. I also want to tell you that tonight, I want to speak to you seniors from my heart. I came, and everybody makes fun up here. How many people graduated in your class, Sylvia Rios? 72. Okay, you all are, what, 30-something more than me. I came from a high school that only had 367 children, 367 students. But I will tell you that the dreams that we're talking about are the same dreams in that little school, or a school like J.W. Nixon that has 2,300 kids, or a school like Cigarroa High School that has 1,700, or like Martin High School, 2,000. Every single one of those schools has very deserving students ready to take on the next challenge. So yes, so you're thinking, really? Like, hurry up and finish. But I want to talk to you about something that's so important. I want you to consider a word, and I talked to some of these individuals here where they came to take their Val and Sal pictures in front of our building. I want everyone in here to think of a word that's so important. So I'm going to ask you to think about this word tonight: perspective. Okay, Silvana, can you tell me what perspective means? She said, point of view. Okay, did everyone hear? Point of view. So today, when we're talking about perspective, from where you're standing, where you are sitting today, your experiences yesterday, today, 5 minutes ago, your experiences that are going to happen right after this thing, after this celebration, those will lend you perspective. So you might be thinking, what do you mean by that? Perspective comes from the experiences and the people that you interact with. Maybe it's that boyfriend or boyfriends, that girlfriend or girlfriends. Maybe it's your teachers. Maybe it's speaking to your abuelitos and abuelitas. Maybe it's watching the news. Perspective comes from the understanding that you might be thinking of something right now, today, but that perspective can change, seniors. It does. You cannot tell me that you are the same person you were 5 years ago. You cannot tell me that you were the same person that your mom and dad held in their arms when you were first born. Perspective. Perspective. You gain that perspective from your fellow classmates, from friends that you have just met or lost. But amongst all of these different perspectives, there's another word I want you to consider. Everyone here, think of the word change. Change. Maybe you changed your hairdo. Maybe you added something else to what you're wearing. Maybe you decided, no, I don't like that class. And when you go to school from here, or you enlist in the Army, or you go anywhere else, you're going to be facing change. When you began kindergarten, your world was this small. It was your friends, your teachers, that one teacher, maybe people you liked or didn't like, maybe that set of monkey bars that you were climbing, maybe that special toy, that was your little world. Then from there, your world got bigger when you went to middle school. Your world got even bigger when you went to high school. But before you left middle school, you made a crucial decision. You decided that you were going to take your future and you were going to have that decision in your hands when you decided to come here. Because you could have decided to go to any other school. So in that decision, you might have left sports behind. You might have left other decisions behind you. One of the things that I want to tell you is that perspectives continuously change, but there will always be certain constants. If you are a math person, if you are a science person, you know what a constant is. Something that will not change, something that can move with you. Through the words of Johanna McBride, who received her Bachelor's of Science in Nursing from Boise University this year, said a few words that I thought had meaning for me. I am an educator for life. Those of you that I spoke to, you know that I graduated as a valedictorian and my twin is a salutatorian, and we could have gone anywhere, done almost anything, because we were Hispanic, top of our class. But my teachers were so inspiring that that's what I wanted to do. But in that decision, I also decided that I needed to think about my life in regards to everyone else. So I want you to listen to these words. Seniors, please, before you roll your eyes. Behind you, all your memories. Before you, all your dreams. Around you, all who love you. Within you, all you need. So when I talk about behind you, all your memories, I want you to think about that. Let the memories that you have, that you savor, encourage you to rely on what you have learned to frame and navigate the unknown. It's difficult to leave here. It's difficult just to graduate, because now you're going into some other world, some other sets of expectations. Use these memories to carve the dreams that you have dreamed for your future, and let them become an essential thread of the purpose in which you will dedicate your life. Let the memories that you have gathered from the day you were born give you strength when you feel helpless. Let them be the light that guides you when you feel that you're in the dark. Let these memories become a blanket with which to wrap yourself in joy, comfort, and hope. Before you, all your dreams. Well, dare to dream of what your tomorrow is going to be. Because there's a lot of people in this room that are going to tell you, this is what you're going to do. This is where you're going to go. This is what you need to do, when to do it, how to do it. But as you grow older, your perspective's going to change, and you gather some more tools with which to think about those dreams and separate them from everything else that you do in your life. At every particular point in your life, there has to be a reflection of your goals, and then there has to be a commitment to the work that you will have to do. It doesn't come easy. How many people win the lottery? You can buy 100 tickets. You can go to Las Vegas. But how many people are actually going to win the lottery? So there has to be that commitment to the work that has to be done. But here's what I really want to talk to you about. Purpose. Know that every goal should be underlined by a purpose that is greater than yourself. A purpose that is greater than yourself. So you need to ask yourself, so what do I hope to achieve? As valedictorian, as salutatorian, as the top 10, as a graduating senior in the class of 2021, what am I going to achieve? Take the time to think about what is the purpose of me graduating, and moving on, who will be the better for me? Because I did something important. Understand that sometimes you're going to have to modify your dreams. Sometimes you're going to have to change your journey. We talked about that, right? So just because it looks like a straight road, might not be. Here comes a pandemic. Around you, all you love. There will be special times in your life, like this one, when you will need the love of those around you. The people who will love you unconditionally, whether you make a mistake or not. There are those people. And sometimes they're going to say, I told you so. And sometimes they're not going to say that. They're just going to hug you. Since the day you were born, there's been someone there to love you unconditionally. There will be times like this one when you're going to recall all the times that you were comforted. When someone brushed away your tears when you fell down. Someone who chased away the monsters that were hiding under your bed, that were in your closet. They were there. You thought they were there, but someone came to turn on the light or hug you, and they helped you. There will be those who will stand by you in your victories and in your defeats, but they'll stand by you. So take the time to honor, recognize, and yes, love those who have shaped the memories of today and who will shape the memories that you're going to carry with you to your own children someday. Within you, all you need. Because of the strength that you have gained from your memories and what you have learned through the years, know that Garcia Early College High School and Laredo ISD has prepared you. Has prepared you. And yes, I will tell you that this is not the last step, it is the next step. And with every step, as you start walking up the stairs, takes a little bit more effort, takes a little bit more effort. Now let's get to the bottom line. Graduation is not a guarantee that life will treat you kindly, that you will win the lottery, that everything will be, oh, beautiful. Know that you will make mistakes along the way. And the true test of your character is how you respond to the challenge and the opportunities. Anthony Robbins said, the only impossible journey is the one you never begin. I want to say that again. The only impossible journey is the one you never begin. You know, so prepare yourself. Let the skills that you have be the foundation for the next set of skills that you need to climb the stairs. Take a risk and bet on yourself. Find your purpose. Use the tools and memories that you have to change the lives of those who love you, and always work for the good that you can do and the good that you can bring to the world and those around you. LISD graduates of the class of 2021, behind you, all the memories. Before you, all your dreams. Around you, all who love you. Within you, all you need. Stay strong, work hard, make your parents, your alma mater, and our LISD family proud. Go be great. Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord will be with you wherever you go. Joshua chapter 1, verses 1 through 9. God bless, and thank you so much for being the example to which we all can live. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Rios, for those inspirational words. At this time, Dr. Pablo Arenas, President of Texas A&M International University, will address our graduates.
I promise I'll be short. I don't know, Tito. On behalf of Texas A&M International University, congratulations to the class of 2021, the 12th graduating class of the Garcia Early College High School. I have missed only 2 of those 2 graduations. I want to thank the LISD Board of Trustees for their vision in creating the Garcia Early College High School and the collaborative way you have worked with Tamiu to make this experiment the most successful in the state of Texas.
Yay.
And as you heard from Dr. Rios, it spawned a whole lot more in this community. Many of you will have 3 to 5, maybe more jobs over the next 30 to 40 years before you get to retire. With the rapid expansion of science, technology, and medicine, many of the jobs have not even been created, have not even been thought of today. Jobs that you're going to have 10 years from now, nobody's thought of, that you're going to be part of. You will need to acquire the knowledge, the skills that will help you adapt to the future and the needs of the jobs of the future. You will need to think critically and analyze problems. You'll need to come up with solutions. You're going to have bosses that are going to ask you to come up with solutions. Solutions they never thought of and you didn't think of until the boss said, create a solution. You'll have to communicate effectively, both orally and in writing. You'll need to learn how to adapt and how to adjust to new environments. You will have new environments all throughout your career. You'll have to work in interdisciplinary groups and in teams. That is going to be the key as we move forward into the future. In other words, you will need to become lifelong learners. Your education doesn't stop now. Your education will not stop 4 years from now when you have a college degree or whatever job that you take. Your education will not stop when you walk into the workplace. You will have to be a lifelong learner. And I hope that I get that through to all of you. This is not the end. This is just the beginning of your education. These people around you, your teachers, the members of the LISD community have given you all the tools, the basic tools you need. Now you have to go on and build on those tools and be lifelong learners. Again, I want to congratulate each and every one of you on the success that you have had so far, and I wish you great success in the future.
Thank you, Dr. Arenas, for your most kind words. As your principal, it is now my honor to address you, our graduating class. You have been my kiddos for the past 2 years. I saw your faces for 1 semester, and then I saw the little bubbles on the camera. So I want to say to you now, Roger Crawford said, being challenged in life is inevitable. Being defeated is optional. Before me, I see strong and proud students that face the challenge like no other and chose not to be defeated. I can guarantee you that you will face many more challenges in life. But I can also guarantee you that if you face those challenges the way you faced your last year of high school going through a world pandemic, you won't be defeated. I want to share with you some advice to keep in mind as you journey through your life. Educate yourselves. Find good people willing to help. Seek the support from family and friends. Sometimes cry. Compromise and be resilient. Never stop learning, never stop loving, never stop trying, never stop being a phoenix. Congratulations, class of 2021. We're going to miss you. Now, Ms. Marla Carrillo Alanis will continue with student recognitions.
Good afternoon. I am very proud to announce that all of our 104 seniors will be graduating with a distinguished level of achievement. The distinguished level of achievement recognizes our students. It recognizes our students for challenging themselves to achieve beyond the regular high school graduation program requirements. Will all our students wearing a DLA stole please stand and be recognized? Thank you. You may be seated. There are 25 students who achieved a 90 to 94.9 grade point average. These honor students are wearing a single gold cord. Honor students, please rise and be recognized. Thank you. From the class of 2021, 74 seniors achieved high honors after earning a grade point average of 95 or above. These students are wearing a double gold cord. Honor students, please stand to be recognized. Thank you. You may be seated. It is with great honor that I introduce to you the top 10 students for the class of 2021. Students, please stand as I call your name and remain standing in place until all students have been recognized. Number 10, Isabel Luisa Guzman. Number 9, Emily Asenet Zapata. Number 8, Roque Ibarra. Number 7, Jose Ángel Segura Jr. Number 6, Alexandra Guerrero Garcia. Number 5, Melissa Giselle Nava. Number 4, Sofia Amaris Flores. Number 3, Alfredo Duncan Perez. Number 2, Leonides Alfredo Cigarroa. Number 1, Silvana Y. Paquiano. Congratulations to each of you on your accomplishment. Merit Scholars, you may be seated. Now, I would like to introduce two outstanding students who have dedicated countless hours to be the top 2 students of the graduating class of 2021. Both of these students were awarded the 2021 National Hispanic Scholar Recognition by the College Board for their exceptional performance in the PSAT. Class of 2021 Salutatorian is Leonides Cigarroa. Mr. Cigarroa will be graduating with a total of 63 university hours. Upon graduation, Leonidas will attend the University of California in Los Angeles, UCLA. She will pursue a Bachelor of Science with a major in microbiology, immunology, and molecular genetics. Congratulations, Leonidas Guerrero. Class of 2021 valedictorian is Silvana Y. Paquiano. Ms. Paquiano has earned a total of 68 university hours. Upon graduation, she will be attending Harvard University. Silvana will be pursuing a degree in economics with a concentration in entrepreneurship. Congratulations, Silvana. At this time, Ms. Silvana Y. Paquiano will address the graduating class of 2021.
Hi.
Hello.
I had lost my speech, but I found it. Thank you. Good evening, families, friends, teachers, mentors, administrators, and of course, the brilliant, ambitious, talented, charming, show-stopping, ever unique graduating class of 2021. I stand before you tonight as the 2021 Garcia Early College High School valedictorian. It is truly an absolute honor and pleasure to speak before you today, so I thank you for having me. This is it. We're finally graduating. Who would have thought? I mean, look at you. I'm serious. Just take a moment to look around. Each and every one of you looks absolutely stunning. If it weren't for COVID, I would have loved to see your beautiful smiles and those of our guests who so eagerly came to witness and celebrate our triumphs, our accomplishments, and our victories, both individually and as a whole. As Mrs. Madriaga likes to say, goodness gracious. Our time at early college certainly went by fast, too fast. I remember a time when we were separated by the schools that we came from. We were categorized as part of either Memorial, Lamar, Christian, Ciarroa, Harmony, or several different private schools. We were all at one point the new kid, alone, scared, and yet bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Slowly but surely, we laughed, we cried, we came together to form what I like to call a metal alloy, a group of individuals stemming from diverse backgrounds that ultimately created many powerful and long-lasting bonds. Throughout our time in high school, we faced many obstacles, the biggest of which was the coronavirus pandemic. Who knew that March 13th, 2020 would be the last day that we would have lunch together with our friends, that we would roam the halls of our school? We were robbed of countless experiences, and yet somehow, we prevailed. These last 4 years, we've created many unforgettable memories. I still remember when Frank would decorate his backpack with Christmas lights, and we'd celebrate the holidays with music blasting from our speakers. I remember us creating Quizlets and study guides to prepare for our most challenging classes and sharing these, because we refused to leave anyone behind. I will never forget how we cheered Freddie on during tug of war as he got on all fours and crawled his way to victory. Fellow graduates, never lose focus of the people and experiences that have made you, you. It is never too late to mend a broken friendship or to shake the hand of a person who has given you unwavering support. With that in mind, I wish to now voice my thanks to the people who have made our graduation possible. To those who helped raise my classmates, whether you're their mother or father or grandparents, or whether you served as a shoulder to cry on or a hand to hold on to, we thank you. This moment is yours just as much as it is ours. Thank you for showering us with love, support, compassion, and understanding. Your sacrifices are not overlooked. You've laid out the foundations to help us grow and prosper as individuals. Although we might not always say it out loud, we will always be grateful for you helping us reach even our wildest dreams, and for being constant rocks in each of our lives. For that we thank you, and we love you. To our wonderful teachers, administrators, and staff, you will always be our home away from home. Thank you for gifting us your wisdom and providing us with an incredible education. In so many ways, you've gone above and beyond for your students. Our freshman year, we came to you as little lumps of coal. And with your tireless help, we stand before you as glittering diamonds, products of your hard work and dedication. We thank you and we respect you for striving to make each lesson enjoyable. Whether you sat on our desks or tumbled across the floor, each day that we spent in your classrooms was memorable. Since day one, you've been determined to guide your students to be good people, useful to society. You've never shied away from pushing us to always try our best and encouraging us to pursue our craziest goals, regardless of how far-fetched they may seem. Finally, to my dear classmates, the real stars of the show, congratulations. I commend your perseverance and dedication. I admire your excellence and flaming spirit. Day after day, you've overcome obstacles that have ultimately led you to this point, right here, right now. So experience this moment. Cherish these memories, because today we are launched into a new chapter in each of our lives. We will finally leave our nests and fly out into our futures. We have the world in our hands, but we mustn't be afraid. Know that you are all loved and worthy of every positive light that shines your way. Never underestimate the power of your dreams and aspirations. After all, the sky is not your limit when you can always reach for the stars. Before I conclude, I would love to leave you with a beautiful quote from the Uruguayan poet Mario Benedetti. Nunca te rindas, por favor no cedas, aunque el frío queme, aunque el miedo muerda, aunque el sol se esconda y se calle el viento. Aún hay fuego en tu alma, aún hay vida en tus sueños, porque la vida es tuya y tuyo también el deseo. Porque cada día es un comienzo nuevo, porque esta es la hora y el mejor momento. And for all the English speakers, I know you're out there, don't give up. Please don't give way. Even if the cold burns, even if fear bites, even if the sun sets and the wind goes silent, there is still fire in your soul. There is still life in your dreams, because every day is a new beginning, because this is the hour and the best moment. Congratulations, class of 2021. May your years be filled with eternal smiles and sunshine. Our future is bright, I'm sure of it. I wish you all the best today, tomorrow, and always. Your friend, Silvana. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes. Yes, where's Thank you, Silvana, for your most inspiring words. We are very proud of our students' involvement in our school and in our community. Our students' achievements are recognized by the regalia that they are proudly wearing today. Students wearing National Honor Society stoles and Spanish Honor Society stole medals, please stand to be recognized. Thank you. You may be seated. Students who served in the Superintendent's Advisory Council are wearing a black cord. Please stand to be recognized. Thank you. Students wearing a red cord for donating blood, please stand to be recognized. Thank you. Students wearing industry certification, blue and silver cords, please stand to be recognized. Thank you. Students wearing gray, white, or purple community hours cords, please stand to be recognized. Thank you. Students wearing the Border Patrol Youth of the Month medal, please stand. Thank you. This year, the Hector J. Garcia Early College High School is proud to recognize our group of future teachers as RISE Pre-Education Program inductees. These students are wearing a pin and a maroon cord. Students, please rise to be recognized. Thank you. We also want, We also want to recognize 4 exceptional students with perfect attendance from kinder through 12th grade. As I call your name, please stand and be recognized for your commendable achievement. Anaid Estela Gonzalez. Miriam Judith Mancias. Eric David Sanchez. And Alfredo Duncan Perez. The following students had perfect attendance from 9th through 12th grade. Please stand as I call your name. Ricardo Javier Garcia. Isabel Luisa Guzman. And Silvana Y. Paquiano. Thank you. You may be seated. Hector J. Garcia Early College High School is proud to recognize students that will be joining one of the United States military branches. As I call your name, please stand. Kayla Beltran. Kayla Beltran will serve in the United States Navy. Thank you, Kayla. Samantha Cabrera. Samantha will serve in the United States Army. Thank you. We are very proud of both of you, and we thank you. Now for the moment we have all been waiting for. Graduates, will you please stand?
I, Margarita Taboada, principal at Hector J. Garcia Early College High School, proudly certify to the Laredo Independent School District Board of Trustees and Dr. Sylvia G. Rios, Superintendent of Schools, that the Hector J. Garcia Early College Class of 2021 graduating candidates have met all the graduation requirements of the state of Texas, the Texas Education Agency, and the Laredo Independent School District.
With the authority vested in me by the Laredo Independent School District Board of Trustees and the Texas Education Agency, I hereby certify that the members of the graduating class of 2021 of the Hector J. Garcia Early College High School are hereby proclaimed graduates with all the rights and privileges. Graduates, are you ready? You may now move your tassels to the left, and congratulations.
Thank you. You may be seated. At this time, students will be called to walk the stage and to be recognized as Garcia Early College High School graduates. We ask that everyone please remain in your seats. You are welcome to take pictures from where you are. Thank you. At this time, we will begin with the first row. David G. Adan. Victoria Esmeralda Alfaro. Gisela Alvarado. Eileen Diane Arriaga. Jose Horacio Avalos Jr. Kayla Salome Beltrán. Emiliano Benavides. Miguel Ángel Cabello Jr. Samantha Cabrera. Mafi Naomi Cárdenas Zúñiga. Cristian Joel Castañeda. Alberto Cázares Jr. Leonides Alfredo Cigarroa. Aisha Colchado. Kate Lynn Collazo. Carolina Lynn Contreras. Jessica Edith Cortez. Paola Aide Costilla. Omar Cruz. Javier Antonio de la Cruz. David Anthony Delgado. Marcus Edward Delgado. Alfredo Duncan Perez. Allison Guadalupe Espinosa. Joshua Vicente Estrada. Sofía Amaris Flores. Michelle Fraide. Pedro Martín Fuentes III. Ricardo Alberto Gallardo. Joanna Elizabeth Garcia. Martín de Jesús García. Ramón García Jr. Ricardo Javier García. Juan Alberto Garza Jr. Anaí Estrella González. Brianna Ali González. Reina Josefina González. Jaime Antonio Graciano. Alexandra Guerrero García. Isabel Luisa Guzmán. Alberto Hernández Jr. Carlos Amadeus Hernández. Jesse James Herrera. Emily Igareda. Roque Ibarra. Candy Patricia Jacinto. Emily Cassandra Juarez. Nahum Eli Lara. Francisco Lira Jr. Christian Anthony Lopez. Leah Lauren Loya. David Macias III. Miriam Judith Mancias. Alexander Marquez Gonzalez. Celeste María Martínez Graciano. Emily Martínez. Mary Jane Martínez. Jared Antoine McCain. Ángel Gabriel Mendoza Rios. Ana Gabriela Miguel. Samantha Montemayor. Eduardo Morales. Angélica Edith Moreno. Kevin Anthony Muñoz. Melissa Giselle Nava. Oscar César Ángel Obregón. Alexis Ortiz. Daniela Grace Ortiz. Jesús Alberto Ortiz. Jordan Josué Ortiz. Mario Alberto Ortiz Jr. Silvana Y. Paquiano. Nicole Pacheco. Ashley Lee Peña. Ian Carlo Pérez. Jorge Piña. Daniela Pinto. Lucero Abigail Posada. Brian Anthony Posadas. Alexa Janet Quiroz. Delilah Nicole Ramos. Jacob Jorge Ramos. Maximiliano Rendón. Valerie Nicole Renteria. Noah Esteban Rivera. Amber Renee Rocha. Andy Rodriguez. Ricky Rubio. Preston Christopher Salazar. Destiny Renee Sanchez. Eric David Sanchez. Saúl Eduardo Sánchez. José Ángel Segura Jr. Alexis Tadeo Silva. Jesús Sebastián Solís. Ángel Daniel Solís. Emily Michelle Solís. Jocelyn Sabel Tobias. Lisbeth Torres. Megan Melissa Treviño. Genesis Alexandra Vasquez. Natalie Nicole Villarreal. Emily Asenet Zapata. Congratulations, class of 2021. At this moment, I would like to invite the class of 2021 to recite the Phoenix Pledge. Students, please stand. Ladies and gentlemen, in the back of our program, you will find the Phoenix Pledge. Please join all graduates in reciting it. We recite the Phoenix Pledge. As a mighty phoenix we are.
We come together as one. Our dreams continue to light with the flames of knowledge that ignite. Draped in maroon and silver, we pledge to uphold our values, respect, integrity, and commitment, all which make us valuable. We continue our journey with our heads held up high. We are the mighty phoenix of early college high. We won't give up without a fight.
Graduates, please remain standing. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pride that I present to you the Mighty Fitness Class of 2021. Congratulations to everyone. I ask that everyone remain in your seats and allow our graduates to exit the building. However, before doing so, we'd like to remind you to take the opportunity to get vaccinated. Okay, if you haven't done so, we're gonna continue opening schools. Things are coming a little bit back to normal, so we want all of you to be safe. So consider getting the vaccine. Okay, at this time, we're gonna play Prompt and Circumstance, and our graduates are gonna start exiting.